Welcome back, my friends. Sabroza, thank you for DJing, and we'll be taking it from here. My name is Strong Legs, as always, and this right here is Keith LaFortune, and we will be bringing you the action in what is a pretty interesting matchup between under 21. And keep the comms up, Keith, because once the comms go down, so does the teamwork. We can skip the pre-show, though. We can just go straight to the action because pistol round's already underway. Mel, let's bring it.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Keep the comms up. A bit of a mixed bag right now, but under 21, a team on the up and up, a team I coached way back in the day. They hopefully attribute some of their success to me. And we already have some kills going down. B-Will's back to sight. Will lose his teammate Fang, getting baited for, able to get two. Fang going on with the USP, finally shut down. B-Will's here, and he does not stand for long. Good trades to keep the comms up. They own the site. They're even going to double down. It's just KMZ. They know where he's coming from. Can he find these two players? One's going to get in the bomb. He spots the other one towards quad. Now the bomb has to stop being planted. They're going to double peek, and that's how you handle it. Keep the comms up. Pick up the pistol.
Okay. Sterling picking up 3 kills in the opener. Solid work. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Keep the Comms Up are running with a bit of a mixed roster right now, right? They've been in shambles. I think they're just scavenging to whatever they can right now for stand-ins. And they've resorted to the boy, Maui Snake. Always a pleasure seeing him in the server. It's been a while. Now, under 21, they are going to go for the Force Buy. It is going to be the scout here up here for KMZ. Couple deagles and armor. And 4 smokes. Typically, when we see 4 smokes, most teams are looking for the delay strategies. Wait for any sort of pressure. A nade. That's a massive nade. Maui Snake's already down to 50 HP. Jonah P's down to 29. And Keep the comms up. The only thing they've gained so far in this round, Keith, is banana control.
Yeah, and under 21, great chip damage. Maui Snake can't really entry safely now. But he's going to be the guy that pretty much gets traded anyway, so. Going to want to lurk in apps, let his teammates try to wrap on the A site. They're going to try to bring this to B, it looks like. They're going to run right into KMZ. He may get caught trying to fall back. Keep the comms up, can confuse themselves. They now are going to cancel the wrap and fall back into a port shit. They did bring a rotator back over off of B2A, so Spammer on balcony. Can he get the first kill? He can. He gets 1-2 for Spammer. Going in 3 from the man on balcony. Spammer holding it down. It's Maui Snake last man standing, and Spammer gets 4.
Wow, what a round. And he's spamming that deagle is what he's spamming, and it works out perfectly for him. But I almost feel like Keep the Comms Up kind of just worked themselves to death there. I mean, they had so many opportunities to take 3v1s and 4v1s, and they elected for the crossfire instead. Unfortunate turn of events, but fortunate for under 21 as their force buy is successful, which not only puts them in a pretty good position moving forward, but the force buy is coming out here for Keep the Comms Up. So if they're able to convert this round and the next, they'll have a nice little 3-1 start with a pretty good boom of income. Now, Spammer's in the halls. He's looking for player presence, and he finds. Looks like he's itching for it. He's bloodthirsty right now, Keith.
Wanting to get this first blood pretty badly. For now, though, under 21 going to reset towards Banana. So Banana, B-Will's just playing behind it. Jonah P wants to sneak through. Does so right in the Fang's loving arms. These SMGs getting attacked. KMG's turn. Only gets 1. The trade should come in from Sneaky. There it is. Sees the pistol get tossed. Should be another kill for him. And you know what? He hangs on. Almost runs out of bullets. Spammer deserves another kill. He'll get 1 from Pit. Under 21 get 2. And it's going to be a save for Keep the Comms Up. Under 21. A reuniting roster into this league, Roy. They're rebuilding. Or they're not rebuilding. They've rebuilt. They made some changes. Believe it or not that long ago, Zeppo was on this roster. So take that as you will.
Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of the under 21 roster, to be honest. They have a pretty good system going on, and I think they have a coach now as well. That's Trill, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to be just farming it up here with the MAC-10, just getting so much cash. He did a great job finding the kills with the SMG. He gets one with the CZ. That kind of reduces his income a little bit. But Fang is there for the 4th SMG kill in the round. A huge boost of income. And this is what I was talking about, right? We're going on the 3-1 now. 5th round here. And Spammer's at 8.4 thousand. Fang's at 8.2 thousand. That's very, very intense. Keep the comms up. I can't help but feel like they need to start getting some rounds in on the board here as early as possible. Chip at this economy that Under 21 has built already. Otherwise, we're looking at a pretty sweeping half. But it's still early days, so let's see how this unfolds. This is the first real gun run that we've seen so far. It is bonus in some senses for Under 21 as they maintain 2 SMGs, MAC-10 for B-Wills, and the ump in hands of Fang. But they're looking for banana control to try to tip the scales here in their favor a little bit.
Fang jump spotting. Just dies to the molly. All by his lonesome. No one comes through. No one can out the molly for him. Fang gonna continue to spray with the help of B-Wills. They have locked down Banana. And this first rifle round is not going as planned. Losing to a MAC-10 towards Banana. Not the best of starts for him. They have nothing to fall back into. They're gonna continue to get spammed down.
I think it's like one of the most frustrating things on this map is when you're just trying to get banana control and you're just constantly getting spammed through the smoke. Now they've lost banana control and they've really got nothing back for it except the life of B-Wills. So that's only the SMG. Sneaky eliminates Maui Snake towards bracket side. That's the bomb now in full possession of the Under 21 side. And no matter where Sterling looks, he sees fire. And but the only thing burning in this round, Keith, is the round itself. It's gone. I don't see hope here for Sterling in this round, Keith.
Sadly, nor do I. Any kill he gets would be nice. Nothing. They only lose a MAC-10 on the side of Under 21. They get AKs. KMZ can get his op out if he wants, but he's not even bothered. If rifles are working, you don't have to break out the op yet. That's kind of like a change of pace weapon. No reason to break it out this early. He feels the same about it. Especially considering it's just going to be pistols to keep the comms up here. Some nades for Carr. And they're going to try to take it Banana. The nades going to be too much of when Fang swings in. Flash over the top. Flang actually gets caught out. B-Will's going to have to drop a molly. There's a player close. He can retrieve the gun. Going to get chased down. B-Will's locking it down. 2 for him. Sneaky down mid. Can't get it done. But B-Wills holds on by his lonesome. They come back for more. Zeke's here. KMZ. He's made it to sandbags. Is Maui Snake going to be prepared for this? No, it's such a weird timing. He'll get the last 2. Under 21, you know what? That's some damage that they might want to try to avoid because that's what Keep the Comms Up wanted there.
5-1 now. Spammer's almost max money. That's my update. That's going to be early utility for Keep the Comms Up. Specifically, the smoke for kind of in between Carr and the sandbag position. I think it's called the Fnatic smoke for most people. And right now, it seems like Keep the Comms Up, the strategy is to try to deny banana control with that smoke and there's a little bit of utility behind it. They're not really opting to NB. They're looking for the explode here out in mid. Smoke and arches will at least cut off one side of the crossfire. Force that player back. Oh lord, those flashbangs.
Getting a little painful Spammer. Gonna hold Halls. KMZ, a rare missed shot. That close. Gonna fall back to default. Spammer still on balcony. He's been able to lock it down as KMZ's getting some kills in the feed now. They're going right into the meat grinder. The molly gets to. KMZ goes back. Maui Snakes alone, and it's not for long. Under 21 hang on to the utility. They trust the setup. And although some missed shots from KMZ, the utility speaks volumes to how ready Under 21 were for that.
Yeah, what was actually really confusing is that KMZ was like wide open with his op, and 2 players swung out without their guns out. They swung out with the utility in their hands. 2 players, Keith. That's
great. That's crazy.
Crazy. KMZ had a rifle there. That's like the easiest double kill of his life.
That's the opposite of keeping the comms up, unfortunately.
And man, the comms might be up, but their guns aren't up. Let me tell you. Nice utility use right now. They're getting absolutely destroyed, but close range versus the pistols is risky business, and they go 2 for 2, as well as access to the B bomb site and a few weapon upgrades here available now. KMZ with another missed shot key. And that is now the bomb being planted as a result. Jonah P attempts to push it to construction, but needs help. Flashbang is there. It's going to push off players. He's only good for one, but does a good amount of damage off the spammer to make this round winnable for his team. But one of the rifles has been lost. It's only Frosty now with the M4.
Smoke towards Banana's big. I think there's a gap in it from Spammer. Trying to isolate this backside player. And look how big that gap is. Frosty gets caught with his gun not out. Sterling alone backside. He does close it out with the Tech 9. That gun is still sick. But almost a moment there for under 21 to steal that. Instead, it's keep the comms up to get their second. That's big for them. They have plenty of money. As do both teams will fully buy. But this is a big round because under 21 still have cash. Keep the comms up are broke-ish. But definitely just string a round together here. Seaside is all about stringing the rounds together.
Absolutely. Now it's going to be a serious amount of utility being dumped, forcing Fang out of his position. No safe haven on top of the car. And Frosted K is the one to draw blood. Now, good counter utility coming out from B-Wills, but it's only damage for now. However, the reinforcements need to arrive as soon as possible. And if you look on towards the bracket side, you'll notice that they've kind of opted to start to move forward instead of backwards. They're not forfeiting bracket control this time, excuse me. We're going to have Sneaky just kind of lingering around, playing fast, rotate to beat. Only problem is, Spammer is in a good position, but I think it'll be too much pressure for him. He has no backup, so he has to fall back to watch Halls and bracket. Now he's here all by himself, Keith. 3 players defending here for under 21 towards the B site, but all the players for Keep the Comms Up have now regrouped back towards A. This is their chance to strike. They just need to have a clean entry here towards Arches.
Yeah, Sneaky. Able to get here at good time. Throws a flash. Kind of separates these players. They will go ahead and smoke arc. A spam from Sneaky. It's good for some damage, but Spammer, how do you hang on to this? He's going to get a nade in. Actually gets a nade kill. The flash, he separated them. Can he get more too? Spammer 3. What a hold from the man from the IGL. And Keep the Comms Up now are just down to Sterling. A 1v3, and it's not going to happen. Spammer has just stood on his head.
How does a man stand on his head, Keith?
Raw talent and another set of legs.
Are those just called arms, or are these legs coming out of the shoulders?
My arms look like my legs.
Okay. It almost sounded like a rap line too. I feel like if you put a beat to that, it almost literally sounds like a rap line. Well, that was an impressive hold though. All joking aside from the Spammer. And Sneaky, he's looking for some more ecos. He loves those. And yeah, just domination now from under 21. Their economy is looking pretty good. And they don't have much repercussions for the amount of risk they're taking right now. And oh my lordy, Nguyen just destroys B-Wills. But Fang is there for the trade.
Yeah, just Frosty. K, and not for long. Becomes Frosted Flakes. KMD takes him down. 8-2, Roy. What's your favorite cereal, Roy? Now I'm curious.
Count Chocula.
That's very out there. But that's a fair choice.
You had it before?
I haven't, but it's kind of like in a league of its own, isn't it?
It's pretty god tier, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. I'll take into consideration. I do need to get into the cereal game. I've been eating oatmeal, and I feel like I'm not old enough for oatmeal. So I'm going to go back to cereal. And Spammer goes back to what he's best at, just getting kills. The opening kill for under 21. Now he does it with an M4 and a cheeky one-way. Sterling's going to try to get some pride back for his side in the second kill, and he will find it. Spammer takes a one and done. Doesn't even get the one. Now the op and KMZ gets here in time, but keep the comms up. Still have that banana fallback option.
And the 2-2 split right now for under 21, it can only be held for so long. At some point, they're gonna start feeling pressure from one of the sides, specifically towards the A site. Now, good nades all throughout this entire game, if I'm being honest, by under 21, just constantly chunking these players, forcing them to be more passive than they'd like. Now it's just Sterling all by himself, looking for some sort of alert kill or for potential rotate kill here, as the remaining players are starting to rotate back towards Banana and where they intend to commit onto the bomb site.
Sterling slowly creeping up. He's not going to clear small pit. Sneaky on low HP. No right to get that kill. But the hit is coming towards B. Fang jiggles his out. Can he bait long enough for a second? Can Orange flare? He can't. He'll fall. Fang trying to keep doing damage. He does. Holds mouse 1. Nearly finds the last. That's all in needs. Able to cross back, but no. KMZ catches him 9-2. Under 21, having a hell of a Seaside start. They've never had economy pressure. Their buys have been full through and through. And they're getting the opening picks, they're getting the info, and they're not over-rotating. They seem like a team that's hard to throw fakes on. These guys do not budge.
Oh, apparently it's Sneaky calling now.
Sneaky's calling. So you pick up Spammer. Hang on, I'll finish this point in a second. KMZ, Sneaky, spamming into the smoke. Getting all the kills required. But yeah, you pick up Spammer, who's typically an IGL support role, and you pick him up and put him in a frag role and let him support your players. I love that because Spammer is talented and can definitely hang at this level. And if anything, he's shown you, as under 21 just clean up this round, Spammer's shown you that he can frag at this level. So I really like that call. I think Spammer's always had it in him. Clearly top fragging here, Roy. He's a very positional heavy player. And now that he's not calling, man, they've unleashed the Bilal. They've unleashed Spammer.
Okay. You know, there is something magical about IGLs being put into a non-IGL role because they can always fill that mid-rounding when it's like kind of slacking, you know? And there's always a heavy understanding of teamplay and how to make the round cohesive, but we'll get to that in a second as the action's already unfolding towards top banana and favorably once again for under 21. I feel like we've said that many times now. These early rounds, they keep unfolding well for under 21. Now they're going to go for flash peek. Maui Snake completely blind, but he manages to spray. But they're still going 1 for 1 here. It's back down to 3. Frosty down to 2 HP. 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock, Keith. Nothing needs to be forced here. They can fall back. They can... Excuse me, they can reset the round here, no problem.
So re-execute. At least a fake. Yeah, the double molly. And does it pull the brackets player? Ooh, Spammer wants to rotate, but he's going to stick around. He's going to be playing on such an off angle. Sprays him down. 2 for Spammer. Can he get the 30? Can! He is delivering in every time and every situation. Under 21 need him. You love to see it. The XIGL, and to add on to your point from earlier, if you take someone who's used to IGLing, used to moving the pawns around the map, right, envisioning the map, and you put him on the opposite side of your IGL and CT side, he can call for that A site now. So even IGL on B calling the plays, and IGL on A, Sneaky's kind of floating as the third man to B, but I think it's such a cool dynamic. KMZ want to go for the opening pick, electing to fall. Peek him without a flash, but it's just off the mark. Having to get a molly and back up even more. And they dare go back and test Spammer for more roll.
Okay. Once again, another favorable start here. Oh, Sneaky. Okay, show what's up.
The mid-round.
The mid-round BM. He just does not give us... Oh! Wow, this is depressing, Keith.
Yeah, it's falling apart a little bit. Frosty, hopefully, can bring this back. It'd be a big clutch for his team. They need rounds. 5, we kind of talked about it as ideal T-side. 5, 6, 7's the goal. Anything below that, and he does get taken down. Sneaky. Big 2 kills that round. And under 21 seemingly have A unlocked. Their B control comes at good timings. They're able to rotate appropriately. It doesn't seem like they're too pressured or feel anything going on too heavily across the map, Roy. They're playing it pretty standard. And I mean, can you blame them? If Spammer's able to get a 3K and win you the round every once in a while, hey, that goes a long way.
Yeah. Both 3, Keith. That is still not favorable going into the next half, but certainly a lot better than a 13-2, which is only a pistol round away from a potential win. And does not leave much room for error here. The flashbang comes out. perfectly timed once again. Only good for one, but a serious amount of damage onto the second target. And this has kind of been the name of the game for Under 21, right? Is they're willing to send that player in. They're willing to send in early risks and early bodies. And they keep coming out with advantages. And they keep coming out with extra damage onto players, which is forcing their hands into very uncomfortable scenarios. Bang is here. So is Sneaky. They still have a smoke left in hand. Here comes the second nade. That's more damage onto Win now.
Molly from Sterling towards quad. Sneaky. In CT, fully flashed off. Gonna reposition. Bang first orange. He's played here before. Distant first. He's gonna be able to get more from the position. 2 from Bang. The player in CT. There's no CT smoke, and they get cut down. A 13-2 half, Roy.
Yeah, look at Spammer and Fang. 19-5, 18-8. Fang with 8 assists. Jesus.
I think under 21 isn't their age. It's the amount of rounds they want to play in a game.
Look at that utility damage across the board. 400 for B-Wills.
Jeez.
They have over 1,000 damage combined. That's incredible. That's 10 kills in utility damage over that half.
That's what you call just gorgeous CT side control with the utility. They won the battle there. And you can see the score of the war, 13-2. Looking to be a Halls pop, which is so hard to deal with USPs because you need brackets control early. You'll see a lot of CT play for mid, play for the fights. They actually get the first. Maui State's going to be so flash. He goes down. The second player at Porch, only good for 1. And just like this, it's a 3v3 retake. Sterling's going to have to wait for teammates to come over. Under 21 can plant. And this pistol means everything, Roy. No pressure.
Yeah, I mean, no pressure for us, but these guys must be at least shaking a little bit right here. KMZ will be the first to open up a kill here in the post plant. Turn 3 versus 2 now. With Sterling at 8 HP, his maneuvering and his technique will be very limited here, and he's not in the open, and that's where he's going to be the most vulnerable. And it is under 21 to not relent, to not give up a single opportunity for the comeback here, for Keep the Comms Up. And it seems like they're on their way for a potential early finish here, and what is a sweep against Keep the Comms Up, Keith.
Wow, back-to-back feverish pace infernos. Wow, 2 teams that hopefully I can't wait to watch them play each other because Roller Race Under 21 would be one hell of a game. For now, it's going to be Keep the Comms Up, buying what they can to keep themselves alive in this BO1.
Yeah, I actually really want to see Polar Ace versus Under 21. I feel like that'd be such a sick game to watch.
That'd be so cool. Hey, they're going to be both 1-1 if Under 21 win this, Roy, so there's a chance. I am game for that. Let's Keep the Comms Up. Lose the first player. Sterling push down Banana. Hopeful in his odds of taking a favorable fight. But with the CZ, he has to kind of wait for them to come to him. Sneaky with a pre-fire. Onto Jonah P. The dunk nade on top of it. Now the kills are coming in. They're retaking Banana. Jonah P. all that remains. And they're gone. Flawless Runner 21. 15 acquired. And this buy is going to be just the same from Keep the Comms Up. I don't want to call it, Roy. But man,
I just say
under 20, under 21 have looked great, and I think it's too big of a. No, I'm not BM, Roy. I don't have a BM bone in my body. I think it's over.
Yeah, I think this is going to be under 21 rounds for sure. Good at it there, Keith. You like that one?
Well, I mean, you did disregard my joke earlier when I said under 21 wasn't anything to do with their age. It's the amount of rounds they want to play. But that's fine, Roy.
Oh, wait. Okay, that one kind of flew over my head, to be honest.
It's okay, man. It's okay. Most of my jokes, I think you just laugh at, even though they're not funny at all. So I really appreciate it.
Hey, you know, I'm here for the moral support, even when you're not doing your best job. But let's get back into the action here as Keep the Comms Up are looking to defend it for their lives with players just jumping around everywhere. But it seems like it is starting to derail with until that double kill comes out from B-Wills, and now suddenly we find ourselves in a 2 versus 2. The bomb goes planted in the back of the site. Spammer is stuck on site. B-Wills is in a really good position considering his health points. He can at least take the headshot angle here against the umps and the Galils, but his aim is going to have to be on point here if he wants any sort of chance to win this one. He gets the first kill. Clean. And looking for that second one to close it off. Sterling playing around the box. B Wills, only one shot will finish his life here, and he goes for it. The one tap, full control. Hands as cold as ice, Keith. As under 21, 16-2. Keep the comms up, Keith. That is an impressive performance here by under 21. I can see your face. I need to hear your thoughts.
I am just really impressed. These guys have come a long way. In front of the map way back in the day, KMZ, Fang, and Spammer had a hard time of jiving with and really finding that flow. But to see them come out now under a new IGL and really get a roster under their feet that's going to hopefully last the whole season and not make any harsh or rash decisions. It's a training season in other leagues, and in Winners League, obviously, it's not a training season. It's guns a-blazing. So it's good to see them have a good balance. And they've come a long way from where they used to be. Yeah. Individually, Spammers stepped up, and XIGL that used to struggle with fragging, to see him frag out, granted against a team that's been making some last-second changes, it's still awesome to see for his confidence. And I think, I have a feeling they're going to win out, and I don't think we'll see them get eliminated early.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that under 21 will most likely make it into the playoff stage. But that's when things get hard. But, I mean, under 21, they did have a pretty unfortunate first week. They had having some problems with KMZ's computer, if I'm not mistaken. They seem to have resolved that for now. Now they're starting to enter the 1-1 pool, right? 1-1 pools are like medium difficulty. You don't really know who you're going to get. Maybe some team got unlucky and lost the first round as well. But once they start entering the 2-1 pools, you know, that's when things start to get a little crazy. Yep. And that's when we'll really start to see where under 21 is. And of course, once we enter playoffs, it's the best of the best here in the Winners League seasons that we will get to see all these players kind of clash. But Keith, that is all there is to say for this match. I think the action spoke for itself. If you're in here right now, if you're enjoying the content, please follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're here to provide you some original content all year long. Follow along and check out win.gg. They pump out some pretty awesome content on a daily basis. And of course, follow this beautiful man who looks a little bit like a frog right now because of his lighting. Of course, his ad.
God help me.
His ad is down here below. Mine is here as well. And of course, Melanie, our producer observer, she does an amazing job behind the scenes. For now, we are out of here. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern for some EU action. Until then.